Chosen one, stop scrolling. If you are hearing this right now, it is not by accident. God Himself has led you here. Because what I'm about to say carries a divine urgency, and your spirit already knows it. Listen carefully. You are one message away. One act of obedience away. One yes away from stepping into the very thing you've been praying for, fasting for, crying out for in secret. God has been whispering, sending you signs, showing you confirmations over and over again. Yet, you've been hesitating, but hear me clearly. He will not stop showing you this message until you move. This is your final confirmation. Heaven is stirring. The shift you've been sensing is not your imagination. It's your destiny knocking. Chosen one, this is not the time to delay. This is not the time to question or doubt. You've already been prepared, purified, and positioned for this very moment. You are transitioning from waiting to walking in it. The promises are no longer coming. They are here. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And I'm telling you, if you truly are one of the chosen ones, you will not click away. Something in your spirit won't let you because this message is your confirmation. So lean in. Don't miss a single word because, after this moment, your life will not be the same. Now let's get into what God said. Today you are standing at the crossroads of destiny. A moment carefully crafted by the divine just for you. This message isn't random or accidental. It's a sacred call from God designed to pierce through the noise of everyday life and reach your heart. Imagine the heavens themselves reaching down to whisper directly to your soul, reminding you that you are chosen, seen, and deeply loved. This is not just any message. It is a beacon of hope meant only for your eyes and your heart. Think of the countless moments you felt unseen or unheard. The prayers you whispered silently. The doubts that crept in when answers seemed delayed. Every one of those moments was a necessary part of your journey, leading you to this exact point in time. God's voice has been persistent, patiently waiting for you to quiet the distractions and open your spirit. The message you are about to hear is the light that will guide you out of the shadows. This divine communication is a tender reminder that you are never alone. Even when life feels overwhelming, it is God's way of saying, I am here. I have been waiting to speak to you. Your breakthrough is near. So, take a deep breath and prepare your heart to receive what has been destined for you all along. Picture yourself on the brink of a miracle just inches from a life-changing breakthrough. You might feel like you've been stuck in a waiting room, watching the clock tick slowly, wondering if your prayers will ever be answered. But the truth is, you are closer than you realize, just one step away from the transformation your soul has been yearning for. That step might feel small or uncertain, but it's powerful beyond measure. The journey has been long, full of challenges that tested your faith and resilience. Yet, every setback was a setup for a greater comeback. Like a seed buried beneath the soil, you have been growing silently, preparing to burst forth into a season of growth and abundance. This is the moment when the universe conspires in your favor. When the invisible forces align to usher in your breakthrough. It's crucial to understand that breakthroughs rarely come with fanfare. They often begin quietly with a simple decision to move forward despite the fear. Trust in that small step. Believe in its power, because once you take it, everything you've been waiting for will begin to unfold in ways more beautiful than you ever imagined. Imagine God standing at your door, knocking gently but persistently, waiting for you to pause and answer. For hours, even days, He has been reaching out, trying to break through the distractions that pull your attention away. Life's busyness, worries, and endless tasks have kept you distant, but His love remains unwavering. This isn't a casual tap. It's a sacred invitation from the Creator of the universe. The heartbreaking truth is that often we are the ones who keep God waiting. Our minds clouded with doubt, our hearts weighed down by fear. We push away the very source of hope and healing. But God's patience is limitless. He waits not in frustration but in infinite love, ready to pour out blessings as soon as we open the door. This moment is a gentle but urgent reminder. God's timing is perfect and His desire is to transform your life. He wants you to listen, to hear His voice clearly above the noise. Don't let this opportunity slip away because of distraction or disbelief. Answer the knock and step into the miracle He's prepared just for you. Have you noticed a stirring deep within your heart? A strange sense that something significant is on the horizon. That feeling isn't just your imagination. It is a divine signal, a spark ignited by God to awaken your spirit. Sometimes signs come as gentle nudges, a song on the radio, a sudden burst of hope, or an inexplicable peace amidst chaos. These moments are sacred markers telling you that your miracle is near. Consider how often God communicates in subtle ways, knowing that loud proclamations might overwhelm or distract. This inner stirring is His way of preparing you, guiding you to remain hopeful and attentive. It's like a lighthouse shining through the fog, urging you to keep moving forward even when the path seems unclear. This sign is uniquely tailored to you. A message from the divine that your prayers are not lost and your breakthrough is already in motion. Embrace this feeling. Let it fill you with courage and expectation. Because what you sense today is the beginning of something truly extraordinary. In a world crowded with noise and distractions, receiving a message meant solely for you feels like a sacred gift. This isn't a generic one-size-fits-all proclamation. It's a deeply personal declaration from God, crafted with your name written on every word. It's as if the heavens conspired to deliver a letter sealed with sat and hope directly to your heart. Sometimes we miss these messages because they come wrapped in everyday moments. But this time, the message finds you where you are right now in this very moment. It speaks to your soul's deepest needs and promises to fulfill your heart's longing for transformation. The divine knows your story, your pain, your dreams. And this message is a beacon illuminating the path ahead. Take it to heart. Know that this communication was never meant for anyone else but you. God is calling you out of the shadows, reminding you that your miracle is on the way and that you are ready to receive it. Have you noticed how this message keeps resurfacing like a persistent whisper that refuses to be silenced? That's no coincidence. Heaven repeats its signals because it knows your heart can easily get distracted. Your mind can wander and doubts can creep in. But divine love doesn't give up. It keeps knocking until you open the door. This repetition is God's way of making sure you hear Him loud and clear. Like a loving parent calling a child home, He won't let you miss the incredible opportunity waiting just beyond your hesitation. Every time this message appears, consider it a gentle nudge, a reminder, that you are being prepared for something extraordinary. Ignoring these signals can mean missing your moment. But embracing them with an open heart means stepping into a destiny filled with blessings, favor, and breakthrough. So listen closely. The universe is speaking and it's saying you are ready. This is your time. For far too long, you've been standing in the shadows, feeling the weight of endless waiting pressing on your heart. But here's the truth you need to hear. God sees every tear you've shed. Every silent prayer whispered in the dead of night, and every moment you felt like giving up. You are not forgotten. The waiting was never about punishment or delay. It was preparation. The universe has been quietly aligning, shifting forces behind the scenes so that when your breakthrough arrives, it will be unstoppable. Imagine a seed buried deep in the soil, hidden and silent. But every moment underground, it's growing stronger, its roots spreading wide. Your waiting season has been like that seed gathering strength and readying itself for a powerful burst of life. You are no longer in the dark. Your breakthrough is near and God's message is crystal clear. You have waited long enough. It's time to step into the light of your destiny. The ache of waiting can feel unbearable, but it's also a divine signal. It's God's way of telling you to prepare your heart, to shed doubts, fears, and old limiting beliefs. The breakthrough you're about to receive is not just a chance. It's a life-changing soul-awakening moment designed specifically for you. God says, your patience will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. Hold on. The end of waiting is your new beginning. Miracles don't just happen out of thin air. They are set in motion by divine will, by a higher power, orchestrating every detail long before you ever realized it. Your miracle is not a distant fantasy. It's already in progress. Moving towards you with unstoppable momentum. Like the sunrise that quietly breaks through the darkest night, this miracle will illuminate your life in ways you never imagined possible. Consider the story of the butterfly. Before its vibrant wings appear, it struggles confined within a cocoon. That struggle is the miracle in motion. The transformation hidden beneath the surface. You too are in that sacred cocoon stage. The miracle unfolding inside you may be invisible to others, but it is real, powerful, and inevitable. The universe is conspiring in your favor. And nothing can stop what God has begun. Every heartbeat, every breath you take is a step closer to witnessing your miracle. This is not a promise of chance. It is a guarantee from the divine. God has declared that what you've been longing for is already moving toward you. Get ready because the moment when your miracle breaks through is about to arrive and it will change everything. Opportunity often comes disguised as the unexpected. Sometimes a door opens quietly. Sometimes it bursts wide open in a sudden rush. What you need to understand is this. The opportunity you've been praying for has been carefully prearranged by God. It is perfectly timed, perfectly placed, and perfectly suited for your life right now. Soon it will come knocking at your door. Unmistakable, undeniable, and filled with promise. Think of this moment like the turning of the seasons. Just as winter must give way to spring, your time of waiting will yield to a season of abundance and joy. God's opportunity isn't random. It's a divine appointment tailored just for you. But, to receive it, you must be ready to open the door mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. The question is, will you recognize it? Will you embrace it when it arrives? The power of this opportunity lies not just in what it can bring you, but in what it will make you become. God's plan is to elevate your purpose, expand your horizons, and lead you to the path you were born to walk. When that knock sounds, do not hesitate. Step forward boldly because this is your moment. An invitation that holds the keys to your transformation. There is a sacred invitation in this message. Step outside. The blessings and breakthroughs you crave cannot be confined within the walls of fear, hesitation, or comfort zones. God is calling you to leave behind what is familiar and to stand under the vastness of His sky, open, vulnerable, and ready to receive the gifts that only come when you step into faith. It's easy to stay safe inside our homes, inside our routines, inside our doubts. But miracles don't come to those who wait passively indoors. They come to those brave enough to open their hearts in the open air where the Spirit moves freely. This is a call to action. A call to courage, a call to align with God's timing by literally and figuratively stepping into the light. Picture the moment like this. You walk outside feeling the wind on your face and the warmth of the sun on your skin. In this openness, blessings begin to pour in. Opportunities, peace, divine clarity, and favor flow toward you like a river breaking through a dam. Your miracle awaits beyond the threshold of your comfort. Are you ready to step outside and claim it? As you stand on the brink of this incredible breakthrough, the enemy of progress will try to distract you with doubt, fear, and confusion. These are traps designed to keep you stuck in hesitation and delay. But God's message is a warning. Stay alert, stay focused, and guard your heart against these attacks. Your faith is your shield and clarity is your sword. Remember, every great story of transformation is also a story of overcoming the inner battles that threaten to derail it. Your mind may whisper lies. It's too late. You're not ready. This isn't for you. But those whispers are false. They are the noise of distraction, the fog that tries to block your vision of the miracle coming your way. Be vigilant. Create space in your mind for hope, prayer, and positive expectation. Reject every lie that attempts to rob your peace. Your miracle will not come with confusion. It will arrive with clarity and unmistakable signs. Stay awake. Stay aware and prepare to receive with open arms. One of the most beautiful things about divine intervention is its unpredictability. God's plans rarely fit into the neat boxes we try to build for them. When your miracle arrives, it may look very different from what you imagined. And that's a good thing. Expect the unexpected because God's ways are always higher, greater, and more glorious than our limited human understanding. Think about how often the best things in life come wrapped in surprises. Maybe, it's an unexpected phone call, a sudden meeting, or a new door that opens when you least expect it. God's surprise blessings often come when you are ready to receive them. But not necessarily ready for them to come on your terms. This is a time to release, control, and trust fully in the divine process. Your miracle might shock you, amaze you, and even challenge you, but it will be exactly what you need. The universe is conspiring to bless you beyond your wildest dreams. But you must be open to the unexpected gifts that come disguised in new forms. Divine timing is not just a spiritual cliché. It's the force that shapes your entire existence. The moment you think you're ready, divine timing often shifts to prepare you even more. When you feel impatient, remember that God's timing is perfect because it aligns every piece of your life's puzzle in the right order, creating a beautiful, unbreakable masterpiece. Your reality is about to change, but it won't feel abrupt or forced. It will flow naturally like a river finding its course, gently transforming everything around you. This shift will realign your relationships, your opportunities, and your self-belief. What once felt impossible will suddenly become inevitable, and your life will move forward on a path you never saw coming, but always hoped for. Trust this process. Divine timing is the silent architect of miracles, working tirelessly behind the scenes. It is the reason why everything is unfolding now and why this very moment feels different. Your reality is on the cusp of a magnificent breakthrough, and it's all perfectly timed by God's loving hands. Patience is not passive. It's a powerful form of strength. The time you spent waiting was not wasted. It was your spiritual gym, your training ground for the greatness ahead. Patience has taught you resilience, humility, and trust. It's the bridge between your past struggles and your future glory. Consider the story of the farmer who plants seeds and waits through storms and scorching sun, trusting that the harvest will come. Your patience is that same faith in action. Every delay was intentional, shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more prepared person. God used waiting as a way to deepen your character and sharpen your vision. Now patience becomes your launchpad. You are equipped with everything you need to receive your miracle with gratitude and grace. Embrace this power. Know that your waiting has prepared you for a destiny far greater than you ever dreamed. This season is more than just about miracles and opportunities. It's about unlocking the spiritual gifts that God has planted inside you from the very beginning. These gifts are keys to your purpose, tools for your mission, and sources of deep fulfillment. As you step into your breakthrough, these gifts will emerge, transforming not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. Think of spiritual gifts like seeds that have been dormant, waiting for the right moment to bloom. This is that moment, whether it's wisdom, compassion, leadership, creativity, or healing, your gifts will shine brightest in this season. You are being called to embrace your full potential, to be a beacon of hope and transformation in the world. Your breakthrough is the unlocking of your divine identity. It's the moment when your spirit aligns fully with God's purpose for you, allowing you to live a life of passion, power, and purpose. Prepare to receive this transformation with open arms. It's your time to rise. In the whirlwind of life, it's easy to drift into distraction. Business pulls at your attention. Worries cloud your mind. And doubts try to dull your spiritual senses. But this moment demands a higher level of alertness. Staying spiritually awake is not just a good idea. It's essential for receiving the miracle God has prepared just for you. When you're alert, you tune in to the subtle whispers of the divine, catching signs and opportunities that others miss. Think of it like a soldier, on watch during the night. Eyes wide open, heart steady. That same vigilance is what your spirit needs now. If you slip into complacency or distraction, the miracle might pass by unnoticed. The world is noisy, and your miracle is often quiet, gentle, or even disguised. But if your spirit is alert, you will see it clearly. This is your sacred duty to stay awake and ready. Spiritual alertness also means guarding your heart against negativity, fear, and discouragement. These are spiritual clouds that can obscure your vision and dull your senses. Instead, cultivate a heart of praise, gratitude, and expectation. Fill your mind with hopeful prayers and affirmations. This practice sharpens your spiritual perception and prepares you to embrace what God is sending. Ultimately, staying alert isn't about anxiety or fear. It's about faith. Faith that your miracle is near. Faith that every delay has been for your preparation. And faith that God's timing is perfect. When your spirit is awake and expectant, you become a powerful magnet for blessings, breakthroughs, and divine encounters. Faith is the invisible force that transforms promises into realities. Without faith, even the greatest blessings can slip through your fingers like water. But with faith, mountains move, impossible doors open, and miracles unfold. God's promises aren't distant wishes. They are guaranteed truths waiting to be activated through your belief and trust. Consider the story of Abraham, who believed in the promise of a child, despite his old age. His faith didn't make the promise happen instantly, but it set the wheels of divine manifestation into motion. Faith is the spiritual muscle that stretches your soul beyond what you see and feel right now. It's the bridge between the natural and supernatural. Faith also helps you to hold on during moments of doubt and delay. When circumstances seem discouraging, faith whispers the truth. This is not the end. God is faithful. It is faith that fuels patience, endurance, and hope. It empowers you to keep walking forward even when the path is unclear. Remember, faith is not passive waiting. It's active trust. Believing God's promises enough to prepare, to hope, and to act. When you combine faith with readiness, you create fertile ground for God's promises to burst forth into your life with unstoppable power. God often speaks in subtle ways through coincidences, dreams, feelings, and unexpected encounters. These divine signs are like breadcrumbs leading you toward your miracle. But you must learn to recognize them. Sometimes they appear as repeated messages or a sudden nudge in your heart. Other times they're glitches in your day. Moments that feel off or unusual but carry a hidden message. Think about the times you've experienced a gut feeling to pause, a sudden change in plans, or a phrase that keeps popping up in conversations. These are not accidents. They are divine markers guiding your steps. To recognize these signs, cultivate a quiet heart and a listening spirit. Practice pausing throughout your day to reflect on what God might be saying. Divine glitches might seem like setbacks at first, an unexpected delay, a closed door, or a confusing event. But these glitches are often God's way of redirecting or protecting you. Trust that each interruption carries wisdom, even if you don't understand it immediately. Keep a journal of these moments. They may form a clear path when viewed in hindsight. Ultimately, recognizing God's signs requires faith and awareness. Be open to the mysterious and unexpected. When you learn to see beyond the surface, you unlock a divine conversation happening all around you. one that leads you directly to your miracle. Sometimes the most powerful blessings are invisible. They are working behind the scenes. Unseen forces weaving miracles in your favor. Even when your eyes tell a different story. This hidden blessing is a reminder that God's work is not limited to what you perceive. Your breakthrough may already be in motion. Even if it feels like nothing is changing. Think about a mother nurturing a seed in the dark soil. The seed's growth is invisible at first, but beneath the surface, roots stretch and shoots prepare to break through. Your unseen blessings are much like that. Quietly growing, building strength, and preparing you for a harvest of joy and favor. The challenge is holding on to hope and trust, especially when things look bleak. God's promises are sure, but they often require a season of unseen preparation. When you can embrace the invisible work with faith, you align yourself with divine timing and purpose. Remember, every great story of transformation includes moments of unseen grace. The blessing that feels delayed is actually arriving, perfectly timed. Your job is to keep believing, keep praying, and keep expecting the goodness that is already on its way. Radical transformation doesn't come to a heart that's resistant or closed off. It requires preparation, an openness to change that runs deep in, both mind and spirit. Preparing for transformation means clearing out old hurts, limiting beliefs and doubts that act like walls blocking the flow of God's power into your life. Begin by honestly examining your heart. What fears or regrets are you holding on to? What stories have you been telling yourself about who you are or what you deserve? Transformation calls you to release these chains. It asks you to step into vulnerability, trusting that God's plans for you are far greater than your past. Preparing your mind also means renewing it daily. Feed yourself with truth, scripture, uplifting words, testimonies of faith, and the promises of God. Meditation, prayer, and journaling can be powerful tools to realign your thoughts with divine purpose. This mental reset creates a fertile ground for change. Finally, remember transformation is a journey, not a quick fix. It may feel uncomfortable or uncertain at times, but every step forward is a step into your new reality. Prepare to embrace the new you. A version filled with strength, clarity, and unstoppable faith. Fear and doubt are like heavy chains dragging you down just when you are about to soar. They whisper lies, telling you that you're not enough, that your dreams are too big, or that miracles aren't for people like you. But these are the enemy's tactics to keep you stuck in a cycle of hesitation and delay. God's message is urgent. Let go of fear and doubt. Now, letting go means consciously choosing faith over fear every day. It means standing firm in the truth that God's plans for you are good, that His love is relentless, and that your breakthrough is closer than you think. When you release these burdens, you free your heart and spirit to fully receive what God has prepared. Fear and doubt often masquerade as realism or practical thinking, but they are rooted in a limited view of what's possible. Replace these lies with declarations of faith. Speak words of power over your life. I am ready. I am chosen. I am blessed. These affirmations reshape your mindset and open your spiritual door. Remember, fear and doubt can only hold power if you allow them to. When you surrender them to God, you unlock peace, clarity, and unstoppable courage. Your miracle cannot come into a heart weighed down by fear. Choose freedom now. Stepping out of your comfort zone is one of the most courageous acts you can take on this journey. It's a leap into the unknown. But it's also a gateway to miracles. Comfort zones feel safe but often limit your growth. God's invitation is to move beyond that safety net and embrace the adventure He has prepared. When you step out, you begin to experience a new level of freedom. You open yourself to opportunities and possibilities that were invisible before. This act of faith stretches your spirit and builds confidence. It's a bold declaration that you trust God more than your fears. Growth and transformation require this kind of stepping out. Every breakthrough story includes moments where the person said yes to the unknown even when it was scary. It's in those moments that God's power shows up in the most extraordinary ways. So ask yourself, what is holding you back? What fears keep you inside your safe zone? Today is the day to break those chains. Step forward boldly. Your miracle is waiting just beyond the edge of your comfort. Your breakthrough isn't just about waiting. It's about the steps you take today. Every decision, every action you make is planting seeds for the miracle you're about to receive. God moves through those who move in faith. Inaction or hesitation slows the flow of blessings, but intentional, faith-filled steps accelerate it. Small actions matter. Maybe it's a prayer, a kind word, a new habit, or reaching out to someone who inspires you. These seemingly simple acts align your life with God's purpose and open doors you didn't know existed. Think of your actions as investments in the future of your miracle. The key is consistency and courage. Even when the path feels unclear, keep moving forward. Trust that God honors your effort and is already working behind the scenes to multiply your steps into miraculous outcomes. Remember, miracles aren't magic. They're the natural result of faith in action. What you do today shapes what you will celebrate tomorrow. Be intentional. Be bold. And watch how God responds. God's timing is perfect and often surprising. The doors He opens for you might not be the ones you expect, but they are always the right ones. When you trust in God's plan, you become open to blessings that surpass your imagination. Prepare yourself for doors to swing wide open where you least expect them. Think about the story of Joseph in the Bible. He faced countless closed doors. Imprisonment, betrayal, loneliness. But God opened doors to power and influence that were beyond Joseph's wildest dreams. Your story is no different. The closed doors you see today are making room for divine openings that will astonish you. These doors could lead to new relationships, career opportunities, spiritual growth, or personal breakthroughs. They might be unexpected invitations, sudden revelations, or shifts in circumstances that point you toward your miracle. The secret is to stay ready and open-hearted. When God opens a door, walk through it with faith and gratitude. These are divine appointments crafted just for you. Behind each door is a blessing waiting to transform your life. No one is meant to walk their breakthrough journey alone. Community and support are divine gifts that multiply your strength and accelerate your miracle. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, pray for you,